Hello students, welcome to English classroom. Today is Saturday 10th July and you will practice exercises from your practice book. Already you have solved the comprehension part from your practice book chapter 3, that is Ode to Autumn. Today you will be solving exercises from this part, word wonder. So let's read the question. What is there? Choose the most suitable meaning for the personification in the following sentences. So to solve this exercise, first you need to know what is personification. Let me define personification. Personification means to give human characteristic to non-human objects. Okay, I repeat, to give human characteristics to non-human objects. Let's learn with the exercise that is given here. See, the teapot sang as the water boiled. Here two options are given as answer. Now first we need to know a teapot. Can a teapot sang? No, na, but it is said teapot sang. So teapot is personified. Now for this sentence, which meaning is appropriate? The teapot sang a song like human beings, or the speaker compares the sound that a teapot and boiling water make with the song. So we will be choosing number B. Okay. So in this way, rest of the questions till question 4 you will be solving on your own. Then let's see what is given in question number B. Identify the object of personification. So first we have to find out which object is personified, means given human quality or characteristics. Then what is said? And explain which human trait is given to it. Then after identifying the object that is given human quality or characteristic, we have to identify which characteristic of given to the object. Now let's solve one exercise, then you will understand it. It's spring, so this is springtime, and the garden is changing its clothes. A human or a man can change clothes, isn't it? But a garden is changing. Is it possible? No. But here, so we can say garden here is personified. Means the garden is given the characteristic of a human being. Now which characteristic of human being is given? That is change. So we can say transformation. Okay, which human trait is given? Transformation. Okay, so garden personified and human trait given to garden is transformation. In this way, rest of the questions till number 8 you will solve on your own. Then in question number C, what is given? Let's read. Read the poem carefully and mark the instances of personification. So this is a poem by William Blake. You will read the poem and you will find which inanimate object is given the characteristic of human being. Okay. Now see the next part. What is here? Types of sentence based on structure. This is very important. Please try to understand it. Then you will be solving the exercises which is based on this sentence structure. Now, what do you understand by sentence structure? We human beings are also having a structure, no? Head, then our torso, then our legs. So this is human structure. Likewise, sentence is also having its structure. That is subject, verb, object or complement. Okay, that is sentence structure. I repeat, in a sentence we get subject, verb, object or complement. Now, based on this sentence structure, there are three types of sentences. Which are they? Simple sentence, compound sentence and complex sentence. What is a simple sentence? In a sentence, if there is a single subject and a single verb, then it is called simple sentence. Now let's learn with the exercise. Rishi writes a poem. Rishi is the subject and writes is the verb. So this is simple sentence. Next, compound sentence. What is a compound sentence? Let me define it. If two independent clauses are joined with a coordinating conjunction, then the sentence is called compound sentence. Let's learn with the example. Rishi writes a poem, Nita writes a story. Two independent clauses, and these two independent clauses are joined with conjunction and then we get the total sentence. Rishi writes a poem and Nita writes a story. Okay, and so this is called compound sentence. Coming to the third one, that is complex sentence. What is a complex sentence? In a complex sentence, there will be one main clause or independent clause and there will be one or more dependent clause or clauses. Let's see the example. Give me the book. Here give is the verb, me object, the book another object. So this is a sentence, isn't it? Or we can call it the main part of the sentence, and added to it another clause, that is which is kept on the table. Which is kept on the table is a clause which is dependent upon the main clause, that is give me the book. Okay, so this sentence, give me the book which is kept on the table, is a complex sentence. I hope you have understood these three types of sentences based on sentence structure. Now let's move to the exercise related to this sentence structure. Identify the following as simple, complex or compound. Let's see the first question or the sentence. The little girl was terrified at the horrid form of the monster. So this is a passive structure. The sentence structure is passive. That's why was terrified. Be verb is there. Now here in this sentence, the little girl is the subject and verb is was terrified. This is the main, terrified is the main verb and helping verb is was. So this is a simple sentence. Let's see the next sentence. They went to bed and thought they would not be able to sleep all night. Here they went to bed is an independent clause, and another independent clause, they thought that they would not be able to sleep all night. These two clauses are joined with the conjunction and. So this is a compound sentence. Number 3, when I walked in a second-hand bookshop, the thing that chiefly struck me was the rarity of really bookish people. This is a long sentence or lengthy sentence. In this sentence, there are two parts. One main part, that is main clause, and other one is dependent clause. Now see, dependent clause always starts with a conjunction. Now see, the thing that chiefly struck me was the rarity of really bookish people. This is the main clause, and when I walked in a second-hand bookshop, this is the dependent part. So this is a complex sentence. You will be writing the within the box C for complex sentence. In this way, till 10 you will be solving on your own, and then after the class answer key will be provided to you. Thank you students. Stay safe.